Hello! Welcome to All A+ Essays, the best among the best. My name is Julie and I will be your instructor as we read through Award in Education and Training essay. The article source is embedded in the video description below. Feel free to read along. Please note that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay for as little as $10 a page at All A+ Essays. The link is in the description. Assignment No. 1. Explain how you would go about the task of promoting inclusion, equality and diversity faced by a new group of learners enrolled for the first class of your specialist subject, as well as summarizing ways to establish ground rules with them. Firstly, we need to understand the difference between equality and diversity, which is well covered by Gravel's reference. Equality refers to the learner's unregistered trademark rights to attend and participate regardless of their differences, while diversity refers to valuing the learner's unregistered trademark differences. Gravel's, 2008. Learners not only come from different cultures and backgrounds, but they also differ in their abilities, needs, and the way they learn. Their differences must be recognized and considered by teachers, who should treat them fairly and value each individual regardless of any differences. This way, learners will feel welcomed and included into the learning environment, engaged, empowered and supported by teachers. Gravel's, 2008. Both equality and diversity can raise issues concerning learners' unregistered trademark gender, race, age, religion, disability, sexual orientation, intellectual, linguistic or other characteristics. Despite differences, learners must have equal access to learning without any discrimination, prejudice or other barrier. It is the teacher unregistered trademark's responsibility to eliminate or reduce any learning barriers by recognizing and providing full access and support to learners with a disability or individual need. Miller and Sammons, 1999, for example, by providing large print, on tape or using symbols and ensuring appropriate class layout. In my current role as an ESOL tutor, I am involved in teaching English to a class of Nepalese immigrants which have a wide range of abilities depending on how long they have been in the UK and the level of education they received in their homeland. There are also some cultural age/gender issues that mainly affects the senior members of the community, as the men and women need to be taught in separate groups/classes, although this does not affect the younger Nepalese who accept a mixed teaching situation in their schools as a norm. Another problem with the beginners/older generation is that a lot are widowed women and live together in 3 unregistered trademark S and 4 unregistered trademark S. They don't unregistered trademark T understand or watch television/media and therefore don't unregistered trademark T have access to additional learning in the home, and such that there may be multi-generations. Students from the multi-generation household, from grandparents/parents/grandchildren where Nepalese will be the first tongue, but have a greater exposure to English via the younger generations being at work or school, and more acceptance/use of media via internet/television via in-house translation. With a new group of learners, it is important to assess their abilities from a simple student form with name/address etc., and then test their ability to write/speak/recite the alphabet. With this assessment, we are able to separate the class into smaller ability groups and, with the help of interpreters, give additional support on a one-to-one or small group basis, especially with some that may have had no formal education in Nepal and barely able to write their name in Nepalese, and the ones that do, we have to teach them to read/write from left to right to overcome their natural right to left learning. Here we encounter additional cultural issues with some of the students wanting to sit next to a friend/relative they come to class with, and through the interpreter we have to explain that people of similar abilities will learn quicker together, whereas their friend or relative may be at a further stage in the learning process to them. The important aspect is their ability to help one another, and they seem to team up with people of the same abilities very easily, and you find them working well in their new groups very quickly. The main thing is that all that attend the sessions is that they are all included irrespective of ability into a safe, social and welcoming learning environment that they feel they can be a part of. Ground rules. With this ESOL learning group, the ground rules are difficult to establish without extensive interpreter help, although they are an extremely compliant and polite race and rarely have any issues with behavior, although it can become boisterous at times. Noise levels can rise as we use an open hall, and with up to 4 or 5 ability groups and multiple tutors, it is necessary to sometimes quieten the hall and reset the teaching noise level. From a general point, there are essentially 3 ways to establish ground rules. teacher imposed, learner imposed, negotiated. My preferred option would always to negotiate the ground rules with learners, which would be done at the start of the course using an introduction from the teacher and learners, or as an icebreaker activity where through discussion the learners set the rules. The benefit of these options is that they feel through suggestion, rejection, agreement they have made the rules, they own them, respect them, are responsible for upholding them individually and collectively and to a certain extent enforcing them. It could be beneficial to keep the agreed ground rules visible/displayed in the form of flip chart to reinforce behavior expectation, especially around any health and safety aspects, and a reminder of their ownership and responsibility. Some ground rules cannot be negotiated. A typical example would be around health and safety if part of the teaching involves an environment where protective clothing/equipment is required, e.g. a laboratory where a lab coat and glasses are required, or a workshop where safety footwear/glasses and hair protection are essential. In this instance, if not negotiated through the group, then the teacher should suggest if there were to be any rules around health and safety in the lab/workshop and use the opportunity to define the required rules for the particular environment. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I hope you enjoyed learning about award in education and training essay as much as I did. Kindly remember that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay at All A+ Essays for as little as $10. The link is in the description. See you next time.